Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP OMEN laptop. This is an HP OMEN 16. The exact model for this one is an OMEN 16-C0504 model. And in this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can add, remove, or upgrade the RAM for your laptop. If yours come with an 8 gig or 16 gig, or just want to upgrade it a little higher, you can do this. Just remember, by upgrading the RAM, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything is going to be left the way that you had it before. So it's pretty much plug and play. And I'll leave the link, short video link, so you guys can check what's your maximum RAM capacity for your laptop. For this model, we have upgraded to a 32 gig, which is a really sweet spot for these models. Don't go anything over 32, but 32, 216s are perfect. We're going to get to the RAMs, and I'm going to show you step by step how to remove, how to add, and whichever you want. This is just a demonstration, so you guys can upgrade it to whichever capacity that you want, and we're going to do this in this video. First thing first, make sure you will power off the computer. Don't hibernate, don't do anything like that. Just power it off completely, shut down, and you want to power it off and flip it upside down. And we're going to go with tools I'll be using. Tool number one, a good screwdriver set. I'll be using an iFixit screwdriver set, as I purchased myself this basic screwdriver set. From this tool set, we're going to be using a Phillips number one. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, get the basic tool set. And for the opening tools, I'll be using a metallic guitar pick. These are suitable to opening cases and covers. A curved or straight tweezers might get handy. Plastic spatula will get handy too. All right. From this down here, there's the two types of screws, the short ones and the long ones. The short screws are the front end of the laptop. The long screws are the back end. There's a 4 in the back and 4 in the front. Go ahead and remove them and keep them in a separate pile so you don't mix match them. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. All right, we remove the front end. You're going to remove the 4 screws at the back. These are the longest screws. It's a little bit longer than the front ones. All right, once we remove those ones, you're going to grab the opening tool. And we're going to start from front end of the laptop. As we know that there's not much electronics in here, we're going to stick about 1 or 2 millimeters the guitar pick in there. And we are going to twist it outward like that. And we're going to hear a big click sound. That's what you want to hear. You want to do that all around in the front. Just keep moving it around. You're not breaking anything. You're loosening up the clips are in there. Do that in the front end. Now that you see that there's an opening in there, you want to go to the side. Stick it right in there. Again, twist it. There we go. Now we're going to do the back end. We're just going to do the same thing. Just twist. I'm just twisting it like this. And once we go to the corner, now the whole thing came out. We're going to put a paste down. We're going to grab it and we're going to lift it up. So there's the bottom cover. And right over here, we can see the RAMs are right in here. These are DDR4 RAM. You cannot put a DDR5 or DDR3. It has to be a DDR4 RAM in here. Some people always say, oh, why don't you disconnect the battery? You could disconnect the battery. But I get so many people, so many comments that they say, as soon as they try to pull this out, they damage the jack. As soon as they put in, they made a spark. They connected sideways, back way. I don't know how they can mess it up, and they mess it up. And so for this video, I'm just going to say that do not disconnect the battery. Let it stay there. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you don't drop any metallic object on the motherboard. You can touch it with no problem. You want to ground yourself, touch the USB port once here, twice here, or keep one hand in there. That's fine. That's grounding it. That nothing will happen. We can change the RAM, the SSD stuff by having battery plugged in with no problem. As long as you power off the laptop, you're fine. For those people that they want to disconnect the battery, all you want to do is put your 2 fingers on the side of this white jack in here, and in here. And you want to slide it towards the battery evenly. Don't go sideways and stuff like that. Otherwise, you're going to bend the pins if you want to do it. But if you disconnect the battery, what's going to happen? and you plug it back in after upgrade, it might take up to 30, 40 seconds before you get anything on the screen and you get a little text saying that CMOS was reset to the default. Press enter to continue. That's all you're gonna get, and that's only one time. That's pretty fine because there's no dedicated BIOS in here. But if you don't want to disconnect this, just make sure that you don't drop any metallic object. Now we can continue by removing the RAM. There's an 8 gig in here and 8 gig in here. To remove it, put your fingers on the side of the jack and you want to push them away from each other. So I'm going to bring it like that. And the RAM will pop out in 45-degree angle. Now, to remove the RAM, make sure you pull it out towards yourself like this. Don't yank it toward the ceiling and stuff like that. Otherwise, you're going to break the RAM or the DIMM. Slide it towards yourself. There's a little hair in here. Now, that's one. You want to remove the other one? Same thing. Pull the triggers away, all the way, and little help it out. It will pop out. And then slide it backward the other direction. There's an 8 gig in there, 8 gig in here. You can put a 16 gig and a 16 gig in the other side. These are DDR4, 3200. You can put a 16 gig. Once you get the new RAM, make sure the notch on the RAM in here matches the notch on the DIMM. Doesn't matter if there's a two-sided RAM chip or one single-sided this chips or the IC chip, doesn't matter which side it is as long as the notch matches. You want to bring it down, make sure the notch is matching in 45, 35-degree angle. It feels really loose and easy to push it with no force. Once all the pins are in there, you want to push it down with one finger toward the motherboard and you're going to see these triggers open and close right there. They open and close. Same thing in here. 45-degree and the triggers open and close. All right, once the RAM is in place, if you have disconnected the battery, plug it back in. Now, if you put a higher capacity RAM in there and you power on, the motherboard might restart once or twice because of it's going to do a mem check, so that's fine. All right, once you're done with that, all you want to do is grab the bottom cover, put it over, and then you want to squeeze the back corners. Make sure you hear those nice big click sounds. The side, push it down on a flat surface. And you can open it up, and with that two fingers, just pinch them together. You're going to hear those big, huge click sounds. Those are the clips are getting back together to holding the cover in there. And to finish it off is to put the bottom screws on the top. Just remember the short screws goes in the front row and the longest screws goes at the back. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out to do your own RAM upgrade for your HP OMEN 16 model. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in the video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screw.